Meme Wars. We're here.
Only two of us.
Rico and I. Yeah, Rico and I are here. Hey, weird. Odermatt. John Odermatt. Where is he? Where do you think? If you had to guess, Rico, where do you think?
Well, I know where he's at because I saw the text. But I think that Odie, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's doing this as a bit where he thinks of the worst possible things to do on Fridays to tell us, to have us have something to talk about and make fun of him for.
Yeah.
Because no one in their right mind would spend a Friday the way Odie is spending his day.
Ridiculous.
What? Why? Huh?
So here's where Odie told us he is. And it's kind of like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is John Odermatt's hair part? So where it is now, according to the text we got, is he can't go on the show today because he went to Amish country with the in-laws. Amish country. Why? Do they live there? Wouldn't that be funny if actually his in-laws are Amish? He didn't go with them. He went to them. He's like, I got to go churn butter today, guys. I can't do meme wars.
So I have actually been to Amish town. I don't know if it's...
Oh, I have too.
Probably,
don't worry.
It's probably I don't know. PA probably has many Amish towns. But maybe it's the same one Odie goes to because ours was about an hour east of Cleveland. And that would make it about an hour west of Pittsburgh, where it was horrible. I was probably in the 6th grade, something like that. And my parents, very, as we were talking about yesterday, the type of people who would sit down and watch TGIF on Fridays, not the lovers of the nightlife such as us, but they would go there and look at furniture. And I had to go one time because I was probably 12. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? This sucks.
With their
There's nothing to do. The food is okay in certain parts, but you can't just wander around and buy food when you're 12 unless your parents give you money. So that's no fun. And on top of sitting in a car forever with no Game Boys or
you should
iPads.
have offered to shoe a horse in exchange for some butter and some bread or something like that.
If only I could talk to my younger self, I would give that advice.
Coach him up.
But yeah, it was fucking terrible. And why you would willingly go as an adult makes no sense to me at all.
I agree. I don't get it. Amish country sucked shit. It was horrible. It was pointless. Ours was in Lancaster, and it was awful. The buggies were about the only entertaining thing, and even that was annoying because then you get stuck not being able to leave Amish country because you've got buggies driving 15 miles an hour on the freeway. You can't get around them. The one place I did enjoy that was kind of like Amish country, though, Colonial Williamsburg. Ever been?
No, I don't think so.
It's like going to a Renaissance fair, basically, but colonial times. They make candles. They had good honey ham or like sugared ham. That's the only thing I really remember. It was probably an awful trip, to be honest. But I remember the ham was
You're not
good.
selling me on it, to be honest.
If you want a ham that you could buy at a grocery store, especially with it being Easter at any point in time, but you want to drive 3 hours to get there, Colonial Williamsburg's where you want to be.
There you go. Yeah.
So, yeah. So
put that on the to-do later list.
Yeah, put it on the to-do never as a punishment to your son. Like, really, that's how you whip him into shape. Like, if you don't get straight A's, we're going to Colonial Williamsburg. We're going to tour the Amish country.
That's a good punch. I need to punish him for something. So,
there you go.
Yeah, they might be due for that trip. But it's really punishing myself. Maybe I'll just send him and tell him to take pictures every hour on the hour of where he's at.
Put him on a bus.
Yes. No, there we go.
Well, welcome to Meme Wars. Yeah, no Odie, but we have a lot to talk about. So much has happened, Rico. Like, hopefully my computer doesn't crap out when I do this, because this would have crapped out the other day. But, like, for example, Tim Walz calling for a shadow government to operate, which is something I guess
see one of the first things they do is try and restrict the vote. This is one of the things, though, that this is going to take power to the streets. I don't know what the answer is on this, but I've been saying this. I think we need a shadow government so when all these things come up every single day, we've got an alternate press conference telling the truth about what things are happening, telling what's going on. We see one of the first...
Now,
okay.
There's a lot of problems with this. Number one, calling for a shadow government, never a great idea.
Seems kind of like we already have one, but
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah. And also, Tim Walz doesn't understand what a shadow government is. Tim, if you have a shadow government, you're not going to be holding press conferences, buddy. Kind of defeats the purpose of the shadow part of that. Like the entire concept of a shadow government is that it's behind the scenes. You're not doing things, but you're pulling levers of power. If you're like, hey, everybody, come here, come see the shadow government. You know, here's the secret password. Here's the handshake. Here's what we're doing. We're going to hold press conferences every day. What a fucking idiot.
Have you ever met a man who has admitted to, like, I can see like the liberals are like, yeah, I voted for Kamala Harris and Walz because they're the Democratic ticket. But like a man who would, in this day of like time now, go to a Tim Walz fucking speaking engagement?
Mind-boggling.
Why? I'd rather go to Amish country. Gee.
Tim Walz probably that maybe he's in Amish country. Oh no, the Amish all voted for Trump. They'd probably stone him if he entered Amish country. Well, yeah, I don't get it. It's not like he was a dynamic candidate when he was running. He's one of the dumbest people I've heard speak. I mean, I guess he's still the governor of Minnesota, so he's got that. Or is it? Or no, governor? Yeah, governor of Minnesota.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, not mayor of Minneapolis. I don't get it. I mean, it didn't look like the crowd was that big. It was a shallow bench,
Yeah,
so it was only like.
And the reaction was kind of like, huh? Wait, what? Even the dumb people in that crowd are like, "This, you're not articulating this well, Tim."
Shadow government. The Democrats, it's so funny. They keep getting worse and worse. And I'm going to play another video of how bad things have gotten for the Democrats. You know, it's like we're talking about keying Teslas, vandalizing stuff. Last show we had Babylon B. You know, the Democrats are one arson away from being popular again. And then they're like, what else can we do? Call for a shadow government. That's going to really win people over to our side.
They're really terrible. Like, there's some room to work with these last, few weeks, and they have the worst messengers out there still. Like,
absolutely.
I'm sure you're going to get to Jasmine at some point in time.
Not today, but we could. Oh. I don't have a meme for her, although I wish I had. I saw one yesterday that was hilarious. So Rico's talking about Jasmine Crockett calling Texas Governor Abbott, Governor Hot Wheels. Of course, the man is in a wheelchair because he's crippled. And I saw a pretty funny, drawing of him as Professor X in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't funny. I don't really why you're going after a guy who's paralyzed. Yeah. I mean, for being paralyzed. Like, maybe you go after him for some other stuff, but you're gonna mock him for being paralyzed.
If you're going to mock him for being paralyzed, the way you would do it, Jasmine. This isn't coming from me. This is me as Jasmine. Is you say, I know his legs don't work, but it seems like his brain don't work. There you go.
You could do something like that. I mean, it's still very poor taste. Agreed. But what she said wasn't clever at all. And apparently she's been saying it multiple times because she backtracked and said, she was talking about busing or something. And they're like, oh no, there's like 10 clips of you saying this going back a couple years. And we all know she's a complete act. Yeah. Because she's like prep school educated, very wealthy, and she's playing the role of ghetto AOC.
Yep. So,
good luck with that one too. I mean, that's really going to resonate with the blue collar middle class you're trying to win over here.
It's the death spiral, man. And then this video came out. Because obviously you've got all these unhinged liberals yelling at people, keying their cars. Now, this video that came out from this guy, Mark Lewis, it says liberal male Karen, and I'm not going to tell you what happens. Liberal male Karen, all you see is him yelling and giving the middle finger to somebody in traffic. Now, it says it's a Tesla, but it's not. It's not a Tesla in the video. It's definitely like a pickup truck. But it's still, let's play the video, and then you won't believe what happens next. Because it is fucking crazy. So here's the guy flipping off this guy.
Hi, TikTok. Hi, yeah, go ahead. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You're not paying attention.
I'm paying attention to you.
I can do it too.
So there, I don't even know. This is saying it's a Tesla. It's not. It's a guy, two guys fighting in traffic.
You Joe Biden looking motherfucker.
Clearly,
You
one
suck
guy's
my
MAGA.
dick, you fucking
So
faggot.
the liberal
You
guy
faggot.
drives away and then runs over
God.
a woman and her child in the
He just
street.
hit somebody. Dog.
I mean, I'm not going to play it
Oh,
again.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't realize that they yelled the FAGGOT word in that video. So we'll probably get demonetized for that. But my God, I mean,
Damn, buddy.
he hits a woman and her kid because he's busy yelling at somebody in a MAGA bumper sticker pickup truck, runs over a mother and her kid on video.
As he was turning right, so he didn't
As
have
he's
the
turning
right
right.
of way, and he hits people crossing the sidewalk.
In the crosswalk. Yep.
Well, where does it say where that was at?
It didn't, as far as I could tell.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't as far
the
as I could tell.
punishment it may vary tremendously depending on what state he's in.
I mean,
Maybe if he's in New York or California, he still hit these fucking people.
when you have that video, he doesn't. So turning right, if they're in the crosswalk, he definitely does not have the right of way, and he's clearly not paying attention on the video. He's looking left and turning right. I mean, that's like my nightmare when my kid's that exact age and on like scooters, and that's my nightmare. That happening.
Yeah. Well, it's not good, but I'd be interested in seeing the court proceedings for this case and how he was triggered, and so he couldn't rationally drive his car.
I was gonna say, what's gonna be hilarious when it's like, here in California, and they're like, well, we're gonna go ahead and charge that man who called him a fag with a hate crime. nothing, no charges for the guy for running the people over.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Just a hate crime for the guy in the truck.
That was logical.
I mean, god damn, man, people. And then I've got a meme to tie into this, which is, of course, the famous Leonardo DiCaprio laughing face from Django Unchained. You know what, Leonardo DiCaprio, this is what he's gonna be remembered for. This. When history is done, because it's a meme world now, this is what he's gonna be remembered for, going that little drink.
It's not a bad thing to be remembered for, though.
It's great. It should be on his tombstone.
Pretty good.
Watching Democrats key each other's cars, and he's laughing because obviously the vast majority.
I did see a Tesla I was parked by the other day, and it had a Elon Musk with like the circle and the line through it,
just to avoid getting attacked.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just a flaming liberal. The other thing I saw, there was a video of a cyber truck that put Toyota on the back.
Oh, I saw that. That was funny.
I mean, if you're gonna be funny about it, you should be exempt from being keyed too. I mean, you don't key people's cars.
Either way, you should be exempt. Well, there's a couple cyber trucks in my neighborhood, and I look around. So far, so good. I don't think anybody's going to screw them. But yeah, man. But then the other thing I want to talk about while we're on here is, did you see the UK? The UK, they obviously you can't get guns very easily. And then they had all sorts of knife attacks. Now, you're not allowed to say who the knife attacks were by, because it's not by people that are typically from, let's say, traditional London. So they say, well, we can't talk about that issue and who these crazy kind of, Islamists that are doing this. So let's ban knives. So they banned knives. Like you can't buy like a butcher knife, or you have to have a permit, and you can't buy like a hunting knife. So they banned knives. But then
they actually did that because I saw it. I thought it was a while ago. Like I'll probably mispronounce his name. Idris Elba, Stringer Bell, was talking about how they should ban knives because of this very reason. Like, okay,
they
you
did
can't stab people with forks. Okay,
they did ban. Let me see which knives. Let's see. It's illegal to use knives in a threatening way. It's illegal to carry most knives or weapons in public. So you're not allowed to walk around with a knife in public. So I guess butcher knives still on the table. But what's not on the table?
I thought. Wait, were you allowed to stab people with knives before? Or did they?
I think it was like a gentleman's agreement. Like if it was a duel, Yeah.
You'll both walk 10 steps before you turn around and shoot, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But then Keir Starmer, the new, super Nazi totalitarian PM, he came out and said, well, what we're going to do now, because apparently since it's, you can't get a gun and I don't know, whatever, knives, you're not allowed to carry most knives. Well, people started carrying around ninja swords. So he has now officially, this is not made up, this is true. He posted on Twitter, by summer, we will have banned ninja swords.
Summer.
Yeah, by summer.
Okay.
So
really
ninjas, now is your time.
You got less than 3 months.
So the Babylon Bee thing, I'm not going to share. It's not that interesting, but just saying, like, British Prime Minister announces prosecution of King Arthur for pulling dangerous sword from the stone. Funny. But I'm also thinking, like, you're going to find the ninja swords? Good luck, dickhead. They're ninjas.
Yes, exactly. You won't see it till it's too late.
If they were that easy to find, they wouldn't be very good ninjas.
They're gonna need to. Then they'll have ninja stars.
Yeah, you got a
nunchucks.
Yep.
What were the things Raphael the Ninja Turtle had? They were like the 3.
Sai.
Is that what it was called? The Sai.
Called Sai, S-A-I.
Okay,
or Sai.
and then Leonardo had the stick thing, right?
The bow staff.
Okay, so we're gonna have to ban that.
Ban all of it. Gonna have to check the sewers. Get the police down the sewers.
We're banning mutant turtles.
We're banning Element X or whatever it was. No
more
oozes of
ooze.
any. No oozes in Britain.
Close down the biolab, making the ooze. Fuck.
Now we're gonna have that's gonna be the next problem. The next big thing that's gonna be coming out of Wuhan. Yeah, Anthony Fauci. Well, we banned the ooze, but the Wuhan lab is ooze.
It was from the wet market. Someone fucked the turtle in the wet market, not the lab.
They fucked the turtle in the market and they taught him ninjutsu.
Those
they
Chinese
were taught by a
kung fu.
pangolin. Yeah.
They were
it's too funny. It's too funny and too stupid. I mean, my God. Just the idiocy of these leftist totalitarians. Do you have any memes? I presume not.
No, of course not.
Never. Well, I only have one more thing I wanted to share. That additionally, a Babylon Bee piece, which is pretty funny. But I have one Babylon Bee thing, and then one thing about this stupid movie that's going to be coming out, and it's Women's History Month. Rico, did you know that? Thank
God I did not.
It's for the best. But again, Babylon Bee, great little meme here. And in honor of Women's History Month, they've got a new all-female Pirates of the Caribbean movie coming out called Wenches of the Caribbean. And it's just 2 hours of boats backing into rocks.
I already have Disney Plus, but I would definitely watch that show.
Oh, me too. Well,
they
it's
could
like
have spin-offs in the South China Sea, watching the Asian women try to drive boats.
Merging boats in. It's like that great scene from, was it Family Guy? Okay, coming over, everybody. Good luck. Merging across aliens in traffic. There's also a great one I saw that was a Happy Women's History Month, and it was just a picture of a curb covered in tire marks.
That's good. I like it.
All right. The last thing here. This was just ridiculous that I saw, but there's a spin-off of Iron Man called Ironheart. And this movie's it's like every check the boxes, young black teen that now is a super genius somehow. And she's going to be the heir apparent to Iron Man and builds a super suit and yada, yada, yada. But nobody likes her and nobody likes the idea. Nobody likes the comic book. And the movie's been sitting for like 3 years. Just because they're like, what are we going to do with this piece of shit? So they're finally getting ready to release it. And here is like the promo image that came out.
Ooh.
It looks like the Megazord.
Wow.
Like Power Rangers style. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible construction.
Yeah, not great. Maybe, it's a good tax write-off for the studio.
That's true.
They should have actually released it before now, because who knows what the write-offs will be next year. I was still contemplating, do I have to pay taxes this year? Surely hope not. But
I know. God damn it. Get rid of the IRS.
Come on,
I'm
Trump.
going to file an extension just to see, just to wait and see.
Yeah.
Well, there was another good meme of Elon Musk had retweeted the Babylon Bee. Babylon Bee has been on fire lately, but putting the Tesla, IRS on the Tesla dealership, so leftists will burn it down.
Saw that one. Not bad.
That's not terrible. Not bad.
But
that's all I got for today. You have anything
I
else
never
you wanna
know
talk
if we're
about?
gonna do this show, so I don't even bother
know.
to save the memes. I was like, whatever.
I just save them in an
doing
email.
I
just save them. I write myself an email and I drop links in there. I'm like, if we get to it, this is where the
That's
memes
a
live.
good idea. Maybe I'll do that sometime.
I'm
Probably
full.
not though.
I hope not. It's always good to have you fresh and ready. Take on the day. I don't want you to blow your load ahead of time.
I've been having that problem for years, but at this point in time, who cares?
That's true. Well, who can help with that? The Amish. I heard they've got the cure.
Their hairy beards and hairy bushes will make you
really
last
slows
really
things
long.
down. Instead of thinking about sports, you just think about an Amish man's hairy beard. That'll make you go slow and steady. All right. Well, that's all. Happy memeing. Good weekend, Rico. Goodbye.